A massive update just released which completely overhauls the Harbour and cargo ship event. In this video we'll cover everything you need to know about the new Harbour monument, along with its layout, loot, utilities, threats, puzzles and corresponding cargo ship event. Hey guys, Jfarr here and let's get started. We've got two types, a small and large. They're pretty similar, but each one has its own unique layout. They're usually found near the spawn location. If you're lucky, you might even spawn right next to one. There's been a recent update that added a pier at the end of each harbour, tied to the cargo ship event, which we'll talk about later. This new area offers additional places to loot, hide, climb, zipline, and fight within. You'll also find two drivable tugboat spawns at the pier, but be quick as they're usually taken pretty fast. Even with these changes, you'll find an underground tunnel entrance and many of the original buildings at the base of the monument. The new piers have a crazy number of hiding spots that players can blend into. Actually, let's play a game. In this scene there is a total of 8 players. I'd like you to spot them all. Let me even zoom in a bit for you. Now let me show you where they are. Two locations that I think are worth noting is from the large harbour. First, you can climb up this crane and jump down into the hanging crane. You'll take damage from the fall, then jump over to the top of the crate wall. You can either scan around from up here or jump down and get a dirty angle down into the hallways. Next is climbing the first wall, which is typically done from the forklift and then up to the ladder. However, you can shimmy your way up the wall and jump over. I think this way is safer and may allow you to get the jump on someone. Another two locations I think are useful to know come from the small harbour. There is a wall of crates that blocks your movement from left to right. However, you can go around back of the large building and shimmy your way across the wall. This allows you to skip going over the whole building and makes it much quicker. Now you're on the other side, you can do the other strategy, which is climbing up the netting and jumping up onto the crate at the top. This gives you access to the top of the wall and allows you to get to the other side. Let's quickly run through the new piers, starting with the small harbour. The large building is not enterable, however they may change this in the future. And here's a run through of the new large harbour's pier. Here's a cheeky peek that lets you see up inside. You also have these tight corridors and internal rooms, which will make for some great hiding and fighting spots. The small monument has 11 crate spawn locations, with 2 hidden behind a green puzzle door. The large harbour has 17 crate spawn locations with 1 hidden behind a green puzzle door. Here's what I found after running the small harbour 3 times, along with the average scrap count after recycling all my items. And here's what I got from the large harbour after 3 runs, along with the average scrap count. Both the small and large harbour have a recycler, oil refinery, telephone, and couch for health regeneration. Let's look at an overview for the utilities in the small harbour, and now the large harbour. Since these are beginner monuments, you won't find any radiation or roaming NPCs. This means you can freely loot every crate immediately after spawning. But remember, with no restrictions in place, you're likely to bump into other players on the same mission, so stay alert for any non-friendly players on the prowl for loot. To solve the puzzles at both the small and large harbour, you'll need a fuse and green keycard. For the small harbour, head to the 2-storey building outside the tunnel entrance. On the bottom floor, insert the fuse and flick the switch to the right. Then head upstairs and use the green keycard to unlock the door. Inside you'll find 2 crates and a blue keycard. For the large harbour, head to the heart of the monument, near the big red undercover structure. Find a small shed next to the yellow forklifts. Bash open the door, place your electric fuse inside, then head back outside and flick the switch. Follow the power line to the undercover structure to find the green keycard door. Unlock it and find a crate and blue keycard. There's a new cargo ship event that's shaking things up. This event gives you a load of new ways to attack or defend the cargo ship, making the harbour and cargo event even more exciting. The cargo ship now sails around the map in a counterclockwise direction, docking at the first harbour it encounters. As the ship approaches, the bridge and cranes swing out to allow the ship into the port. While they're moving, you're safe to be standing on them. Once the ship's in place, the bridge closes again. The ship will hang around for 8 minutes before it heads back out to the sea to circle the map. It's important to note that once the ship departs, it cannot dock at another harbour during that journey. A horn will sound 60 seconds prior to departure as a signal for those nearby. Typically, the harbour replenishes its loot every 10 minutes. If the ship docks and the loot hasn't been replenished 3 times already, it will attempt to do so. This provides an opportunity for you to board the ship and secure some crates without needing to hold the ship. There are now 5 new ways to get onto the ship. The first way is only possible when the cargo ship is coming in. Run onto the bridge after it swings out. Then you can jump right onto the ship, but watch out for the scientists or other players. This is probably the quickest way onto the ship before anyone else. The second way involves the red cargo crates. Up to 5 cargo crates can spawn in certain spots in the harbour. You can spot these locations by the white markings. Players can open them up and get inside. You'll want to do this because the crates are loaded onto the cargo ship shortly after it docks. I found that some of these red crates are loaded with radioactive barrels, requiring at least 11 radiation protection to not get damaged, while the other crates don't deal radiation damage. Once on board, you don't have to rush out, as these crates will stay on the cargo ship for the rest of the time it's on the map. The third way uses the new downstairs doors, with 2 on each side. Climb up the ladder and you can open them up, but be careful of the scientists or players near the door. For the 4th attempt, climb up to the bridge after it is closed. Line yourself up with the rehab at the back of the cargo ship. You'll need to jump for it and spam E to get into one of the seats. The last way to get onto the cargo ship involves the small harbour. You can climb up one of the cranes at the end of the pier and jump onto the yellow cargo crates. You can then dive off and get into the cargo ship. Alternatively, you can use the zipline to get on top of the crates and jump on. With the cargo ship docked, the harbour is no longer a friendly beginner monument. It will now attract a crowd of high-tier geared players, along with scientists on the ship now shooting down at you. I found the scientists were able to start shooting me from 60 meters away from the ship, so I would avoid this red area. If you only have prima gear and don't want to take on the cargo ship, I'd steer clear of the harbour if the cargo ship is nearby on the map. And that's it. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.